Hey guys, welcome to a little Minecraft video I have here. Um, it's in a game mode that is called Hunger Games, but it's a little different than what you see with like CaptainSparklez, AntVenom, Skitscape. It's a little bit different than that, in the sense that you're allowed to break blocks, and basically this mode of survival is based a lot off of how you're actually supposed to play Minecraft, as opposed to just inserting their own rules into it. The difference is that there's a boundary on it to how far you can go. It'll say that you're drawing near a force field, but I've never actually tested going into a force field because I don't want to die. And but it's still like a giant free for all. You can make your own alliances, things like that. And so this is the preliminary part of it where you can explore the seed a little bit, because it makes a random seed for every time, just like a Minecraft server would. And so you get to walk around a little bit and see if there's somewhere that you want to go. You can't break anything yet. It regenerates. And ooh, desert. So basically, if I can get materials ready, then I could probably live for a while in the desert if I have enough food. I've played a couple of these with Sean or Toast a Waffle, depending on if you go by username or the people's actual names. And we generally would just find a swamp, and the swamp would just have so many mushrooms and trees that we could just make mushroom stew for days. It was great. I think my plan is going to be just to get a whole bunch of cacti, put them around me, and camp. I know that won't happen because my plans never go right, but still. And another little thing about the server is you can do /kit, and then when you just start out, you have barbarian. It says you are now barbarian. Cultivator. And what's the last one? Hermit. Now what these do is that cultivator and hermit just start with a compass, and when you're close enough to another enemy, like another player, it says the compass is pointing towards and their username. And then the only difference is that when you're a barbarian, you get a stone sword and a compass. Now, it seems like cultivator and hermit would be, well, significantly less useful. But they all have different strengths. A barbarian gets a sword, but they don't have any bonuses past that. A cultivator has like insta-grow or something, or at least some kind of growth bonus on things like wheat, probably. I'm not quite sure. I've never tried it out. And it says tournament will start in 5 minutes. That means the match starts in 5 minutes. I'll probably do some cutting and stuff in order to minimize the time between the games, so you don't have to stare at me walking around in a desert listening to me explain the rules if you already know the rules. And then the hermit, instead of starting in the normal spawn, the hermits have a different spawn. So if you hate people, you might just want to be a hermit. Or if the spawn that you start at when you just log into the server looks awful, then you might want to try being hermit. The only thing is, I don't know if you can find out where the hermits will spawn until the match starts. It's not that tough to make your own materials, because, well, there's a jungle biome everywhere, on like every single one of these servers. And look, cactuses don't hurt. Yeah, the cactuses will, of course, eventually hurt once these invincibility phases are over. So, yeah, this is another version of a Hunger Games game in Minecraft. This is a little easier to access. Like, trying to get on Skitscape's public server is a task. And then once you're there, trying to get into one of the 3 arenas, another task. These servers are pretty easy to find. You just go to www.minecraftpvp.com/hunger-games, just like I typed into chat. And once you're there, you just look for the server name, which will probably look something like or the server IP, which will be in a little tiny box. Not little tiny, that's also a lie. When you scroll down the page a little bit, it'll say Minecraft Hunger Games, games starting soon. Join a server below to play, server full, by VIP. And it'll have a couple of boxes, and in them it'll say a letter, a number, oh, I paused it, sorry. A letter, a number, .mc, -hg, and then .com, I believe. I think that's the format. So, yeah, I'll cut until the actual start. Just about, at least, for now. So, see you then. Alright, it's starting up in a couple seconds. I figured I'd start recording a little bit before it, so my fraps would have time to warm up before the actual match starts. And as you might be able to tell, I started with the stone sword and a compass. I'm a barbarian. You have 2 minutes of invincibility. And so that's a good time to gather some resources and try to find somewhere to live. Alright, so, the text box in the bottom left corner can get a little out of hand and a little annoying, so I apologize if people are just spamming messages. And also, if you're offended by vulgarity or like any kind of sexual content, then you're probably not going to want to read that chat all that much. Like right there, Meltonville. Good job, buddy. Making an example for me. Alright. When you die on the server, you get disconnected from it completely. So, yeah, that's what's gonna happen to me pretty soon. I just figured I'd make a video of this, not to show how awful I am at it, but to show that there are pretty cool servers out there, besides just Skidscape's Hunger Games that still are kind of like the Hunger Games, so... you know, I thought it was worth it, just to show it off at least a little bit. So there's 45 seconds left of invincibility. Really fast. I need an axe. Like a pickaxe too, so I can get some stone. Alright, now I can grab this and this, and I have about 15 more seconds probably, maybe 20 of invincibility. Alright, big ravine, sheep, there's the 15 mark, pigs. Alright, this facilitates my life a little bit. A little bit of facilitation isn't bad. Alright, invincibility's off. You're gonna see the chat say people are dying, probably. Yep, that blue text right there means people are dying. And there are, like, cannon sounds or lightning sounds on the server, too. And there's always clay. There's always a lot of clay, and I don't know why. Like, not a lot, but, like, a lot more than normal. And I probably said this earlier, but yeah, the seeds are different every time. Or at least, from what I've seen, I don't think I've had a repeat seed yet. So, let's see, we almost have enough for a furnace. I'm going to need 3 more. 2, 3. Okay. I don't know where to set up my base camp yet, so... oh, a name. That could be very bad for me. If you can't see it, it's right in front of me. On the top of the text box. Okay. He's in there. Ganked him. Didn't stand a chance. So yeah, that's the PvP aspect of it. You find people and you kill them. I mean, that's what happens. I just killed RCC224. At least that's what I think it said in the text chat. And there's 82 players left. And a guy pretending to be St. Hammers. Typical. Yeah, if you're like my friend Nancy there, just keep your eyes off the chat if you don't want to be offended. I mean, that's the best I can really offer. Did the guy put down a crafting table? I vaguely remember that. Yes, he did. Beautiful. Yeah, see, he found the clay. Clay's actually kinda good if you're in a tight spot, because if you grab some, it comes out in groups of like 3, 4. and it only takes 4 to make a clay block. So voila, now I have 3 usable blocks I can stack underneath me if I want to. Make some more sticks. I accidentally just turned all my coal into torches. It's not what I meant to do. Let's turn this wood, okay. Okay, good, they're still cold. I'm gonna need this for my furnace in order to cook my pork chops. So I think my next step is going to be gathering some stone and looking for iron. Both of these are very important because I need both materials in order to survive longer. I need to find as much iron as I can. And torches are good for making sure you can find your way back, but I want them for later. For my house. Or just for an area when it's nighttime, so I don't get ganked by monsters. And my throat's been kind of killing me lately, so I'm sorry if I'm a little, sick sounding. I'm trying to push through it, but every time I try to push through it a little harder, it just kind of makes me have to cough. I'm probably going in circles by now, so let's go this way instead. More iron. And I'm probably gonna miss iron, but I'm a little tired. It's a little dark in this cave. Oh, it's dark in this. Oh no. Oh, I thought it was a person. Whoa, you do a lot, buddy. Jesus. Time for plan makeshift home. Okay. Now we crouch so I'm harder to detect. Alright, that should keep me safe from zombies. Everything but cave spiders and skeletons' arrows. And yes, the cobblestone is a very obvious indicator that I'm in here. But I'll probably be able to hear them breaking it before they actually get me. So, I need to place a crafting table down. Make a furnace. I'll actually make 2. Now I'm gonna cook up some iron and some pork chops. Get at me, bro. That's what I thought. Does this work /list? No, I don't have permission for that. I don't mind, it's okay. Someone might be coming for me. That was such a fail. Ready?